Thought that I'd be healing now. I didn't think I'd have to feel this now. I thought I would've moved on, but somehow the feeling's still strong. Like I'll be on my way out, thinking that I'm good, right? Suddenly you pass by, now you're stuck on my mind, thinking I was done now. But I guess I'll never be tired of you.
Yellow, hey, welcome to some deep cleaning, motivation, resetting, getting it all done. I've already stripped all of the beds of all of the linen. I took all of the mattress covers off, the pillow covers off, and I am washing everything. I laid down some baking soda on both of the mattresses, and I'm gonna let this soak for a good hour, and then I'm gonna come back and vacuum everything up and just get the bedrooms nice and deep cleaned and sanitized, wiped down, dusting, mopping, vacuuming, just getting it all done and giving you some good motivation for the new week. Happy Monday. I hope that you had a great weekend and we made it another week. So, you can't really ask for much more. I hope that you're doing really, really well, and I hope that you are taking care of yourself. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope this video gives you a ton of cleaning motivation to jumpstart the new week. So let's jump into it.
Know that I'ma ignore you all night. Know that I'ma decline your calls, right? But I know that when I get home, I'll check in my phone to see what you want, see what you wrote, cause I wanna know. Yeah, I'll be on my way out, thinking that I'm good, right? Suddenly you pass by, now you're stuck on my mind, thinking I was done now. But I guess I'll never be tired of you, of you, of you. So tell me why I get this feeling now.
When I went to grab the mattress covers, I don't want to say like I forgot about this area, but I keep a lot of all of the linens and most of like the comforters and things in the spare bedroom. But we bought 4 of these mattress covers because when we were teaching little man how to like overnight potty training, I put 2 on the bed at a time just for like extra added protection, because we did use those like extra large oversized pads that you can put on your bed, like the hospital pads, which worked great. But I still put down these 2 mattress covers at a time just for like I said, just even over extra protection. And now I only use 1 at a time, and really we only need 2, like so that I have 1 for when I'm washing the other one. I could put 1 on the bed, just like I want to buy another one for our bed as well. But what I was saying is I already have 2 full boxes of things that I need to take to Goodwill, because these last several days I've also been just like decluttering while I have been cleaning, and it really is never ending. Like decluttering really is, I talk about this all the time, but it's just like a never ending process that's not going to be achieved like overnight or even in a couple of days. I mean, yes, you can get a lot done, if you keep, have like an end goal in mind overnight and in a couple of days. But I'm saying, as far as, it's just something that you're always going to be revisiting. And so, excuse me, that was just something that just like reminded myself. I'm just like, there's just so many things that I want to get done. I'll eventually get to them. But it was just, a lot of things that I was thinking about. And also just like stuff that I was like, I'm bringing in, that brought up another thing. I think maybe I have ADHD. Hubby tells me all the time. He's like, I think you do too. And I'm not like self-diagnosing myself or anything like that, but I do definitely have like a lot of ADHD characteristics. So who knows, maybe I do, but I'm just sharing what my thought process is while I am doing stuff. I was also just thinking about like just stuff that I want to do within this new year. And I don't want to say like, this is my New Year's resolution or anything like that. But when you reflect on the past year and like just things that you want to work on, things that you want to kind of change. One of the biggest things that I've been trying to learn these last couple of years is like investing and like just being a lot more mindful of how I like money that we're spending, what we're spending money on, trying to spend less, ways that I can save, things like that. I've always said and like, I guess like self-proclaimed that I am pretty frugal, and I am when it comes to a lot of things. And I want to learn more about investing, you know, and just like thinking about our future a lot more and just being a lot more mindful of things that I'm bringing in the home, because that stuff really does add up. And we all like our stuff. Like, of course, we all have personal interests. We all like buying things and buying stuff, but just doing a lot better with that and learning. But y'all, that stuff, like, especially when you start getting into like stocks and bonds and stuff like that, like it is dummy it all the way down for me, because it just gets really, really, that stuff gets confusing in my opinion when it comes to like investing and things like that. But I just think it is so, so, so important, because even like in our school systems and everything else, just like financial literacy is just not something that is taught in our school systems. And obviously you want to really instill that into your children, because especially in this world, it's just crazy expensive. And you want your kids to be able to have financial stability and be smart with their money and things like that. And so that is another thing, just like another, I guess, one of my goals that I'm kind of like working on. And I have been reading up on some things. I did buy a couple of like investing books and stuff like that, but I don't know. I was just telling y'all what I was thinking. I guess it all kind of like plugs into, it comes like full circle when you're really thinking about it. Think about it, you know, like decluttering, and then how you're spending your money and what you're bringing into the home and what you're going to release. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Does that even make sense? Anyways, so I got little man's room just like nice and dusted and wiped down. I am going to go back and work on the floors. I was going up and down the stairs, y'all, like up and down, up and down. I went to, put the laundry in and then put the laundry in the dryer and then go and get the cleaning stuff. And then I had to get the mop bucket and then I had to bring the vacuum up here. And I'm like constantly going up and down these stairs. But after I got his bed pretty much all done up. So I am going to move on into our bedroom. As you can see, I'm vacuuming up our mattress. I'm going to wipe down all of the surfaces, the nightstands and the dresser. And then, I'm also going to clean the, office as well, and then work on the floors.
I get this feeling now. Been a couple years that I'll be healing now. Been a couple years that I'll be healing. To feel this now. Oh, like I'll be on my way out, thinking that I'm good, right? Suddenly you pass by, now you're stuck on my mind, thinking how it's done now. But I guess I'll never be tired of you, of you, of you, of you.
We need new pillows and a mattress so bad. And I was just talking about spending money and everything else, but y'all know, I mean, life happens, lives, and you do have to spend money in order to live. These pillows are way, way overdue for some new ones, and as well as the mattress. Like, if you really think about it, the pillows, especially like with you sleeping in them all the time, your head, your skin, everything else that just like seeps into the pillows, you should really be buying new pillows pretty often. And these are, oh my goodness, we've had them for so long. So I definitely need to put that on the list. I think I'm just going to buy them at Sam's. Little man's mattress and his pillows are fairly new. Like his mattress, I think maybe 3 years old, something like that. And then his pillows, we just bought his pillows at Sam's not that long ago. So he's pretty good, but we can definitely use some new pillows and a mattress for sure. But I try to keep things as clean as possible and, wash them. And I think that's just like really important. It just makes you feel so good when you keep your things clean and nice and neat and, you keep up with them. So I definitely try to do that. I don't know how the heck I broke the handle on this metal, basket thing, but I did. I was just like, how? But anyways, I noticed it right here when I put it back, and hubby actually likes, I put all of his sleep apnea stuff in here, and this is actually pretty convenient. He's like, this is actually really convenient because we could just, take everything when it needs to be washed, which it is overdue for a good washing. Yeah, but I mean, it still works. So I'm just going to leave it. It's funny because on our side, so hubby has on his side, he has these coasters and they're Bronco coasters. And then on my side, I have my Baltimore Ravens, coasters. And I just think that's kind of cute. But anyways, I am, wiping down, like I said, just doing the same thing in here, wiping down the nightstands. And then I'm going to wipe down the main dresser, and I got so much done today, and it just felt so good. I was watching the games too, the wild card games, and which some of them were exciting and some really weren't, but still, it's football and I can't complain. I can't believe like spring is right around the corner. Man, time just I'm telling you, time is precious. Like that is just the one thing in life that you can never get back. And so I really try to just like cherish the time that I have because it flies so fast. I put all of Rex's little treats here, in one bag because I was like, what is the point? There was only a couple in here, anyway. So let's go ahead and wipe this area down and then we're going to move on to the floors.
Tell me what your name is. Tell me what you like and all your secrets. I just wanna go over the details. Let me inside of your mind. I know I just met you, but something tells me that you might be into talking to a stranger with a tattoo. Baby, I'm one of a kind. There's a reason we're here. There's a vibe in the air that neither you or me could deny. Boy, I see how you stare up and down everywhere. I can tell you're far from shy. So let's talk till we drop or till we get kicked out. Let's just say what we want. Come on, spit it out.
So I brought a basket in here and I am just going to throw little man's toys that he has up here in the office in here. And then this is just going to be his designated basket for the toys up here. He plays up here every single night. And I think he really enjoys it because it's such a big area that is empty. And so like the pillow, he'll like act like kids are so, their imaginations just like run wild, but he'll like act like has like a car. And so he'll scoot across the floor and then he plays with his cars and his trucks and everything else. Or he'll, he has like this little health, like thing if we're, and he comes and checks our temperature and plays doctor and all kinds of stuff. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just put a basket in here. And then every night when he's done right before we go to bed, he can just pick everything up and put it in a basket. And I'm going to do that a little bit. Like you'll see, we ended up going to pick up a media console for the living room, which I was like super stoked about. I'm excited to show that to you. But, I was trying to see of like what I can do with his toys because the trunk that I have his toys currently in, I think eventually I will move that upstairs so that I can put the linens in that, and some like extra blankets that I have and, maybe get like, try to condense his things down to one basket because I have this basket that's it's still in his bedroom, but I had a rule where I was like, okay, if this basket, like the toys that he has in his living room have to fit in this basket. And if not, like I'm getting rid of them, like I'm donating them or whatever. That didn't last very long. So I bought that trunk I thrifted that trunk for $50. And so that's like where I keep his toys now in the living room. But I want to eventually just organize that and try to declutter that a little bit more, which I did accomplish, what was it? The next day? Yeah. The next day after today. So Monday, I think Monday morning. This light switch was absolutely disgusting. This is, I scrubbed this because I was like, it was just gross. It was gross. I can't even remember the last time I wiped this down. This is why I always say and always preach, cleaning is just never ending. You are always cleaning. There's always something to clean in the house. And this just looked a lot better. I didn't want to spray too much in here because obviously it's electric. But it looks a lot better. So I got that done. And now I filled up my mop bucket with some hot soapy water. And of course my pine saw, got a fresh new mop head, and I am going to tackle these bedroom floors and the office as well.
Time to try to get to know each other's minds. So let's talk till we drop or till we get kicked out. Everybody smoking. Boy, it's getting late, but we keep talking. I can't help but feel like I've been chosen. I'm the one inside your mind. You go on about your job. Tell me things like you hate to walk in dogs. I go on about my ex who broke my heart. Baby, we're two of a kind. There's a reason we're here. There's a vibe in the air that neither you and me could deny. Boy, I see how you stare up and down everywhere. I can tell you're far from shy. So let's talk till we drop or till we get kicked out. Let's just say what we want. Come on, spit it all out. You and me both got the time to try to get to know each other's minds. So let's talk till we drop or till we get kicked out. But you got that something that just rocks my world. I can't help but feel like we are meant to be. The way you're talking to me, oh, oh. So let's talk till we drop or till we get kicked out. Let's just say what we want. Come on, spit it all out. You and me both got the time to try to get to know each other's mind. So let's talk till we drop or till we get kicked out. Oh.
Until we get kicked out. Until we get kicked out. Until we get kicked out.
So we are back in the 50s and I can't even complain. We got a little bit of snow, which I showed you in the last video. We got like an inch of snow, which really is nothing compared to this time of year, like absolutely nothing. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I know it's not bad. It's like not good for the environment. But like I said, I really cannot complain as someone who, is not really a huge snow lover. But anyway, yeah, it felt really nice. So I had the blinds open. Natural light is my absolute favorite. Like I love natural light so much. When I love interior design. If you're new here, oh my goodness, I just love it. But when I look at like architect and, like people's houses and things like that, that is like the first thing that I look at is the natural light. Because if I could if I was rich and I could build like our dream house, when I tell you that thing will be all glass, no, I'm kidding. But I would have a lot of natural light in the home because there's nothing like it. It's beautiful. But anyway, so I am in the office now and I'm just going to that mat thing. I don't even know what it's called. Like I had that big plastic thing that you put over a rug so that your office chair can roll on. I took that out. I've had that for so long and I've always kept saying, I'm going to keep it for when I get a rug in here. I'm going to keep it for when I get a rug in here. Even if and when I do get a rug in here, it's not like I'm going to be rolling around on here all the time. And honestly, I really just didn't like it. So I kept it because I remember like way back in the day when I bought it, it was expensive and I just couldn't like really, that's what I kept thinking about when I thought about getting rid of it. It's like, oh, this is expensive. You know what? Just no. If I haven't used it and I'm not using it and, you know, I haven't used it in the last 6 months, it's going in the trash. Well, not in the trash. I'm going to donate it, but you know what I mean. So I ended up getting rid of that, but I got the office nice and mopped and now I am going to do our bedroom.
That's my cue. You and me is like perfection. I've been loving our progression, but I gotta make a confession, no. Lately I've been having questions, oh. See, I've been missing your affection, and this kinda reminds me of the last one. Maybe it's time I learn my lesson, no. Maybe step back from my protection, no. Tell me, am I still your baby? Or just holding on to memories and the way you used to make me crazy? Or did I do something wrong? Are we still going strong? Or you're stringing me along? Then that's like you. If I have to ask, then I probably already got my answer. But before I commit relationship suicide, tell me a little, reading in between the lines a little. Tell me if we lost the vibe a little. Let's go. Boy, that's my cue. We left it up in the air. I need you to make it clear for me. I need you to keep it real with me. I'm on your mind. I'm ready to pull up on your
Bedroom and office is nice and cleaned. It smells amazing in here. So like I mentioned, we went to go and get a console table after this, and I knew that we were picking this up. I tried taking off this wire cover, which I will never use this double-sided tape again. This was dreadful. It completely ripped up the texture. So I spackled everything with what I had, and then I let this dry overnight, and I sanded it first thing in the morning. I do need to go get some more texturizing spray. I don't have any more. So I'm going to spray that. Once I do get some more, I'm going to run to Home Depot today actually, and then paint, and everything it'll be covered. It'll look nice and new again. So this is the media console stand, TV stand, whatever you want to call it. So a couple of things. First thing, the TV is too high. We did buy a stand for this as well. So when hubby gets home, I'm going to have him lower that. And then you can see on the bottom, I did have to put some cardboard on the ends because I used the level because I noticed that it was kind of leaning forward. And so in order to make it straight, I put some cardboard under there temporarily until hubby can help me. We can put some risers underneath there. In the middle, there is like a riser to rise it up, but I think it's the highest that it can go. I'm not sure. Hubby has to help me with that as well. But I am really, really happy with this. Of course, I clean this bad boy down, y'all. I use like 3 buckets of hot soapy water with some pine salt and a little, just like a tab of bleach. I did that separately just to like sanitize it really, really well, you know, and some hot water. And I cleaned this off really well last night. It was dark, and so I didn't end up filming any of that, but I cleaned it off. I did the back, underneath, the front, all of it. Cleaned it off really well before I brought it into the living room. And of course, I'm going to style it with some plants. Hopefully these plants will do well here. I did end up moving another plant in here. But if they don't do well, I'll move them back. But I was playing around with some plants and everything. Now, y'all know I love thrifting and buying furniture secondhand. This is solid wood, y'all, like heavy. The gentleman that we bought this from, he, bless his heart, helped hubby because he lived on the 2nd level, and I would not have been able to help hubby bring this down the stairs because it is really, really heavy. And I bought this for $80. $80. I'm going to show you a screenshot here of how much it originally is. So it's on sale right now, but originally it's over $1,000 for this console. And all wood, y'all know furniture, like all wood furniture is really, really hard to come by nowadays because everything is just made so cheaply. So for $80, I think is an absolute steal. And I'm going to show you a before and after. I just think this looks a lot better than the bench. Now, the trunk. the toy trunk. I went through a lot of his toys this morning. Anything that I know like little man does not play with on a daily basis, I moved that up into his bedroom. So I do have a couple of empty baskets that I keep in the spare bedroom. And so I added to a couple of baskets that he already has upstairs in his closet of toys. And then I filled up another basket. And if he ever wants to play with them, he definitely can. He can bring them down here if he wants to, but I don't need to keep every single toy that he owns down here in the living room, especially if they're not toys that he plays with on a constant basis. And I'm in the process of decluttering as well, but I'm slowly doing it. Like, I don't want to like have him shocked and like I wouldn't get rid of all of his stuff, but his stuff being gone, I'm slowly doing, it's a slow process. So I thought about moving the trunk today, but I didn't end up doing that. I did leave it. I do think that the trunk with the console table does look a bit crowded, but as you can see right here, but for now, like eventually I will move this upstairs because I do want to use this trunk for linen. I think all of the linen will definitely fit nicely in here and it won't spill out of the dresser that I currently have the linen in. But this is what the toys are looking like, and it's nice and neat. If I ever don't want to look at the clutter, I can just close the trunk. So that's always nice. But let's go ahead and vacuum up the living room.
Boy, you just do it for me. Even the homie said you suited for me, but now the energy got hazy, tell me, am I still your baby? Or just holding on to memories? And the way you used to make me crazy, I can't seem to shake it. I need you here with me naked. Oh, but boy, don't have me waiting. Let's go. Boy, that's right. Tell me I'm the one, I'm the only one. Something's gotta budge like the time you want. Tell me I'm the one or I'm up and gone. Yeah, touching on my body like nobody does. We lock and key every time we link up. Put some pressure on so I know you're mine. 'Cause if I have to ask you one more time, one more time.
So this is the bench that I had in the living room. I moved it over here in front of the door, and I just think this looks so cute. I am going to put some more plants on here, but this is what it looks like for now. I got to move some plants around, but this is the living room, and this is the before and after. I absolutely love this media stand. Thank you so much for being here, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye.